Hey everybody, Clint and Dave here. We got a title for this Star Wars movie that they're making. You hear about this Star Wars movie? They're making Episode 7.
Yes.
The title is going to be Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Yeah. It's interesting when these things come out, right? Because that's it. It doesn't seem like big news, but it's big news because it's Star Wars.
Right.
I kind of like the title, only because it gives me an impression of the idea that, you know, at the end of the original trilogy, it seemed like Luke was really the only Jedi left. And so, you know, this is the new generation of Jedis and Siths that are going to come out, you know, because it's been like that 30-year gap now. And so that to me is very telling of what it's about.
It's interesting because all we have to compare it to is the other titles of the films, which really isn't fair because those films mean something to us narratively. Like, Empire Strikes Back.
Right.
Great title, but it's great because we all remember the first movie where they struck the Empire, and now the Empire is striking back. And like, oh, that gives us a sense of what's going to happen.
And it's a great movie, too, right? That's the main thing.
A Phantom Menace is clown shoes because of how bad that movie was.
So I think what's really interesting, Clint, is we almost know nothing about this movie, really. You know, we know who's in the cast. You know, we know that Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill and, of course, Harrison Ford are going to come back. And we know the new cast members, but that's kind of it, right?
And there's been a lot of rumors that go around, and a lot of really spoilery rumors.
Yes.
I almost don't want to talk about them, and I've been loath to sort of talk about them on CineFix now, because if they do turn out to be you know, what actually happens in the movie, like, I'm already mad that I know.
Right, totally.
You know? And so, like, there's a handful of rumors out there, and so if you want to go check out all these rumors, they're out there and they're easy to find.
I think the one that isn't much of a spoiler that seems to be consistent across at least two different rumors, it seems like Luke is the MacGuffin in some way.
Right.
Right? It seems like he is the thing that is going to have the story progress, which makes sense since he was the lead of the first three movies.
It seems like the thrust of the movie is going to be finding Luke. Going back to the rumor about the hand floating through space, clutching the lightsaber. You know, maybe if now in light of the title, The Force Awakens, you know, maybe the Force is trying to go and get somebody to find Luke. Like, the Force is an active
it's a cosmic entity that is going to show up.
And because there always needs to be balance in the Force, that's a big thing. Because in the expanded universe, there's pockets of, like, Force witches over here.
Yeah.
Other races that aren't affected by the Force at all over there, and there's all kinds of stuff going on. So if the Force needs to bring balance to itself, maybe it becomes a more active participant. It sends the lightsaber to Daisy Ridley. You know, maybe there's some of that going on.
Wow, that's getting intense.
The only little thing that surprises me about this title is that there was a rumored title that I actually thought was pretty cool. The Ancient Fear. Was rumored to be a title. I like that because it like harkened back to something else in the canon that, you know, maybe we looked over, or something that's going to be tied from earlier in the franchise to the new movies.
What do you think would have been a better title?
You know, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Without knowing anything about what the movie is about, and again, going back to the idea that, like, the titles of the previous Star Wars movies mean something because narratively where they take place in the franchise also means something.
Right, that's a good point.
Whereas this, The Force Awakens, I think it fits right in with the rest of them because, you know, hey, they're coming back.
I want them just to call it Star Wars: The Force.
No.
Let's just simplify it. That's awesome. That's like, what? I want that poster.
That would
The Force. What?
That's the bad Star Wars video game is called Star Wars: The Force.
No, that's called The Force Unleashed.
Like, you know,
this one's even simpler.
That's
than
like calling a Jaws sequel The Shark.
Like,
no,
that would have been cool.
It's just dumb. Honestly, you know how mad we would all be if
they
they would have called it, hey guys, we're calling Episode 7 Star Wars: The Force.
That would have been awesome. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. People would have loved it.
You're incorrect.
Or loved to hate it.
Yeah, well,
But there would be love. It wouldn't be all this confusion and gray area.
Honestly, that's fair. Let us know what you think of the new title, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. What do you think about it? What do you think it says about narratively what's going to happen in the film? Does it say anything? Or it kind of feels like it's just a PR thing at this point. Maybe like sort of Disney saying, hey, we're back. So let us know what you think in the comments down below. Click like and subscribe. And come back next time for more movie news on CineFix Now.
Now, do you think the Force is a morning person?
The Force Awakens.
Nah.
At like 11.
Nah.